Everybody, before I really go into the detail of the update and everything, I'll just give a moment just to wait and see if anybody else is jumping online. But if you are here live with me today, hello. If you are watching this recorded at a later time, hello to you as well. But thank you for your time and giving me the opportunity to be able to explain what's going to be happening over November as we move into this sort of lockdown period. But we have a few people here already, so great to see you. Do say hi. As I'm going through the details as well, if you've got any questions, then do pop them on here, and if I'm able to see them and comment and reply, then I will do. And it might be a question that actually many of you are thinking. So please don't think that there are any silly questions or you think, oh, I shouldn't really ask that. If it's about the lockdown period, then do ask away. Hello, Logan. Right, so first of all, I think it's worthwhile, hello to you, Julie and Alex. It's worthwhile just recapping and just thinking, right, what have we actually done? So since we came back end of August, we've managed to put in a full timetable, which has been really, really good. We've serviced all the locations. And students are coming back, which is really, really great to see. Hello, Emily. And what's really, really good as well is that everybody coming back has been really, really determined to continue their training and development and really work towards whether it's a grading, whether it's the next class, whether it's improving a technique or anything like that. Sometimes with changes in training and the way we've had to run the classes, sometimes it can feel a little bit unnerving, a little bit unnatural, but everyone's adapted really, really well. So well done to all the students that have managed to do that. And a big, big thank you to all of you parents and families, for your patience. I know sometimes in this sort of period it can be a bit frustrating when details change, or maybe you're not able to watch your loved ones in the classes and things like that as well. So thank you so much for that. Thank you for continuing to support the schools and your children's training, and hopefully you feel that it is of benefit as well. Hello to the Sali family, to Paul as well, and to Dexter. Good to see you. Now, so we've achieved a great deal. And with the government's announcement yesterday, yes, it is frustrating on a lot of levels, but it's not something that I'm overly worried about. The main reason being is when we went into lockdown last time, we had no idea of the end date, the end goal. And it was just going from month to month, and we were updating you as quick as we possibly could. We've been told that this will end on the 2nd of December. Now, obviously, everything that we do has a little caveat, doesn't it? Of maybe it might change, maybe it might end sooner, maybe it might be extended. But if we base it on the information that we have now, we will return on Wednesday, the 2nd of December. And with the information that we have, we're going into a tier system. And the reason I'm not worried about that is because we know now that whatever tier level this region will go into, whether it's tier 1, tier 2, tier 3, we have the confirmation from Sport England and other bodies as well that we are able to run classes face to face. So assuming that all goes to plan, i.e. we come back on the 2nd of December, we will go back into a full timetable as normal leading up to Christmas, as we have done. The other reason I'm confident as well is because if we reflect on what we managed to go through from the end of March through to August, 5 months or so of lockdown, if we manage that, if we can get through that, we can get through a month, can't we? We can get through 4 weeks of training, or just under 4 weeks, and we can continue our training, continue our learning, continue having fun as well. And I'm sure with your support, your fantastic support, and all the hard work of the team as well, we'll get through this, and all the little ones in particular will come through this smiling. So I am confident. It is a little bit frustrating, but it's one of those things. But we're getting better and we're rolling with the punches. I'm sure we'll come out of this smiling. So yes, training continues. Yes, your the work towards your next goal continues. Everything continues, and we will do everything we can to enable that as well. If there is anything that you are concerned about, whether it's Hello, Oscar. Whether it's your training, whether it's what to learn, what to practice at home, anything like that, please do get in touch. The communication side of things is really, really important. It's something we've worked really, really hard on, and hopefully you've seen an improvement of that this year. And we'll try and communicate with you as much as possible. But please don't feel that you are on your own. You've got to go through this in silence. Communicate with us as much as you possibly can. If it's going through the syllabus, whether you're worried about the training or anything like that, please do get in touch. So, how are we going to continue our training? In the previous lockdown, we had a lockdown timetable, which worked quite well because a lot of people were either at home from work or there were no schools open. I'm really pleased that schools are open. I think it's fantastic for the children. Yes, there are other sides, there's other arguments as well, but I'm really pleased that that's in place. Children, we all do really, but children particularly, they need structure, they need routine. And there's a lot of safety and security in that routine as well. And they need that development and that learning. So I'm really pleased about schools. Now, because schools are running and we want to continue the routine, the online timetable that we will run will be exactly the same as our current face-to-face classes. Exactly the same day, same time, but it will just be online. Okay. So if we look at this coming week, this Tuesday, obviously the lockdown starts on Thursday. So this Tuesday in Ashford, that will be as normal at Ashford Oaks Primary School. On Wednesday in Canterbury, those classes will be as normal at Canterbury Primary School. If you are attending those classes, you still need to book in. Okay, that will be as normal. So from Thursday onwards, we will go to a live Zoom timetable. They will be exactly the same times as you would normally come to classes on the same day as well. And we've done this to keep everybody in the routine, which I think is important, especially as schools are there as well, and to keep the training developing as well. What it also does is it gives other opportunities for training. Okay, so that's going to be how that is going to work. Now, with the Mighty Mats, sometimes the little ones, they do struggle with a little bit of Zoom. So if you find that your little one is struggling with our Zoom classes, whether it's being able to just understand or follow or anything like that, again, please do get in touch. We're going to do everything we can to motivate them. We're going to set some challenges for them as well. But please do get in touch if you find that they are struggling with that as well. Now, in terms of the classes, how many can you do? Well, we're going to make it quite simple. If you normally train, and if your membership allows you to train one class a week currently, we will allow you to train twice a week, and you can pick any class. So if you are a junior, you can train in 2 junior classes per week. So that's extra training for you. Okay? That's as an example as juniors. If your membership and you normally train twice a week, feel free to train as many times as you wish. Okay, we've got classes Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. So there's lots and lots of opportunities for training. So just to recap, if you normally train once a week, you can now train twice a week online. If you normally train twice a week, then you can train as many times as you like. All right. The timetable, because you might not be aware of the other locations and their days and times, I'm going to put that online. It will be everywhere for you to see, so you can see exactly where and when and what you need to do and so on, as well as all the login details as well. Okay, so that's how that side of things is going to be. We're going to keep it as simple as that. We're just going to stick to our normal Zoom timetable from there. There's going to be no extra bits and pieces over complicating things, just classes, working hard and working towards your training goals. All right. Now, if we look at future dates, we've got a date in the diary. 15th of November, Sunday the 15th of November is in the diary as a grading day. This will continue. Okay, it's important that the students have got a goal to work towards, and they deserve this opportunity. The amount of hard work and progress that all of you have made over the last couple of weeks has been fantastic. So well done to you, and you deserve this opportunity. So we are going to run an online grading. We did this in July and it worked really, really well. We had some fantastic feedback, really, really positive. So we are going to do the same. Again, I will send out the details of how this will work, but it's basically the same timetable as we would have done on the normal Sunday, but online. Okay, so we've got a Mighty Mac grading for white belts to yellow belts at 9 o'clock, and then another Mighty Mac grading at 9:45. And then we have a junior and adult one later on, and then another junior and adult later on as well. Okay, so the times will be online, but they are the same times as would have been if we were face to face. Now, with that grading, what will happen is, for those of you that have paid already, thank you for that, very efficient. I will send you the Zoom codes for that. For everybody else, as soon as you have registered, and you register by paying online, then I will send you the Zoom code so you can log in nice and secure from there. All right, so that's how that will work. We also have a panel grading booked on that afternoon as well, from 1 until 3:30. We are really, really pleased to be able to run this again. Again, we did this in July, worked really, really well. The small difference being, and I appreciate this is going to be a little bit of disappointing news, this will only be available for students who are currently red stripe and red belt. Okay, so that will be online and that will run from 1 until 3 o'clock. Again, once you have registered, i.e. by paying online, I will send you the Zoom login details so you have those. Okay, so it's nice and secure. For the students who are Deputy Black and above, I appreciate that might be a little bit disappointing. Now, the reason we're doing that is because the belt that you are going for, first degree black belt, is a big, big belt. It's the belt you've been thinking of since day one. And it's important that you're challenged, and you get the most from the occasion. And the occasion of going for your first degree is really, really important. And so I strongly believe that that is something that can only really be done face to face. Okay. Now, please don't lose hope. We will do your grading on Sunday, the 13th of December. Okay. So that will be, I'm going to talk a little bit more about that later on, but that will be the occasion for you. So Sunday, the 13th of December for Deputy Black Belts and above. Okay. And again, I will send out details to you regarding that. So we have our online grading on the 15th of November, and we now have a face-to-face grading in December. Now, we're originally going to run the 13th of December as a white belt only grading because we've got lots of wonderful new students who are working really, really hard, and they will be ready to grade in December. Now, what we will also do is open that up to any students who perhaps can't make the 15th of November for whatever reason. Okay, so that will be another opportunity for you to grade. Assuming that everything goes as normal, that will be a face-to-face grading. Okay. And I will release times and things to you as soon as we've got those confirmed. But that will be there. And there will be a panel grading face-to-face so that our students who have been working super duper hard for their first degree will have an opportunity to do that as well. Okay, so 2 dates in the diary, 15th of November and the 13th of December. So really, really pleased about that. Just a little bit about the Zoom classes and how they will run, because some of you will be more comfortable with Zoom than others. We had to learn and work with it, and we, fingers crossed, we've got a little bit better with it, a little bit slicker. But there are a couple of things that are really, really important to help the process and help the experience of Zoom as well. And parents, this is where you come in. I will send you the login details. They'll be out online. Now, it has to be secure because we can't have members of the public jumping in. So there is an ID number that you'll need and a password as well. Now, I've kept from learning from what we did last time. I've tried to keep it as simple as possible. So for every single class, the login ID and the password is exactly the same. Okay, exactly the same. You don't need to change it. All right, so that's the first thing. So we'll keep that nice and simple. Now, when you log into Zoom, you will be put into what they call a waiting room. So it's a section where you won't be actually going, hello, all you, you won't actually coming into the live class itself. You'll be in like a virtual waiting room. Okay, now, It's really, really important that students log in early. If the class starts at 5 o'clock, please do not log in at 5 o'clock or even 1 or 2 minutes before. Try and give yourself at the very least 5 minutes to log in. What we realized, and from experience, is when we did the Zoom classes before, what we do in the Zoom classes is really clever, because what we can do is we can create different rooms. So rather than everyone being all on the same screen, if let's say I'd like all the yellow belts to work with an instructor, I can put all the yellow belts in a room with another instructor, all the orange belts in a room with another instructor, and they are perfectly safe, and it's really, really quick and easy, and their training is really, really good in those sections because they can concentrate on that. And what we have to do is we have to assign the rooms and put them in and locate people and so on like that. What we found is when students were logging in either late, and we shouldn't really be late for class, especially on Zoom, but if they were arriving late or they were arriving when we were starting the class, two things were happening. Firstly, someone had to spend time then organising them, maybe changing ID names, putting them into rooms, and that way that person is distracted from the class and not being able to teach. The second thing is, I don't know, it might be a Zoom thing, but it was causing technical problems. And so when we split everyone into groups, that person was left on their own and we couldn't do anything with them. It's really, really hard for whatever reason. I'm not technically minded enough, but it seemed to be a little bit of a glitch, and this happened quite a bit. So please log in no more than 5 minutes, with 5 minutes to go. Okay, so please do not log in at the class time. For security as well, what we will be doing now is 5 minutes into the class, we will be shutting the door, basically. We will be closing the door. So that means that after 5 minutes, if you have not logged in, you won't be allowed in. Okay, the door will be shut. Because, again, A, it's secure and it's online secure, but also if students are coming in late, we've already started. We're teaching, the children are learning, the students are learning, we're doing things. If a student comes in late, someone then has to be distracted away from that to deal with that, put them in the right place, make sure they're doing the right things, and then come back again. And sometimes that's not possible. And it's also not fair for those students that have arrived on time. So please be on time. The second thing, when I said about routine and structure, all students taking part in the class must wear their uniform and belt. Now, you might be thinking, well, we're at home, it's a little bit more relaxed. It doesn't work like that. From experience, when students don't turn up to class in full uniform, mentally, they're not in the same state. Whether we're aware of it or not, when we put on a uniform for whatever reason it is, or whether you you have a particular outfit for work, you automatically, subconsciously, you go into that sort of mindset. You start thinking like that and focusing like that. And it's the same for students as well. When they have their uniform on and their belt on, automatically they're thinking about martial arts and they're behaving in a different way, and their focus is very, very different. So it's really, really important that students, that they're wearing their full uniform and belt. Okay, so please make sure that is in place. They need water, as they would do for the normal class, and they need space. Now, obviously, it's going to be different for everybody. Some people might be able to do it in the kitchen, in the living room, wherever there is decent space. But as long as there's some good floor space, that's fine. No student should be doing it in the bedroom. Okay, that won't be allowed. If there's any behaviour that goes on online, or if a student is performing the classes in the bedroom, then we will simply remove them from the class. It's not fair for everybody else, and we need to stay online secure and safe for everybody as well. So please make sure that's in place. For the little ones, by all means, be in the room. Help them out. Sometimes they might not understand. It might be a bit strange. Listening to what we're saying and following on the instructions. So please get involved as much as you possibly can. If you want to stand next to them and do the moves with them, fantastic. If they've got an older brother or sister that either trains or doesn't train, they might want to be in there with them just to give them a bit of extra hand. That will be really, really good. And also, it's your chance to sort of be involved in their learning and training as well. We're unfortunately at the moment, you're not able to watch them live, But here you can do. So especially with the little ones, please do get involved as much as you possibly can. Try and remove any distractions. In the past, we've had dogs running across the screen, cats running across the screen, people walking off to answer the door and all sorts of stuff in the middle of the class. So please try and remove distractions, as entertaining as they might be for everybody else to see. And we, with that all in place, we think that the students will still be learning, still be challenged, and still be enjoying their classes as well. And I hope you feel that will work. So if there's any problems with Zoom, please do let me know. And if there's any problems with the training, the learning, or if you have a question about, what is this hand drill, or what can you send me this drill written down so we can practice it in between the classes, let me know and we will send that out to you. Last little bit, just a bit about communication, just to remind you how we're going to communicate. So this closed Facebook group page, lots of information will be going up there. The WhatsApp groups for each school. If you are not on those WhatsApp groups, please do let me know. Just send me your mobile number and we'll pop those in. Each school has got its own Facebook group page, so information will be going up on there. We have a generic Facebook group page, MF Kent. Information will go up there, and also information will go up on our website, matfordsKent.com. So lots and lots of channels of information. If for some reason you are missing those channels of communication, then please do let me know. But we're going to work hard to get that out to you. So to recap, Tuesday in Ashford as normal, Wednesday in Canterbury as normal. From Thursday, we go to Zoom classes, same day, same time as you would normally. Grading 15th of November. Online. All the details will be going up for you to see, but any questions, do let me know. So thank you to all of you. Wonderful to see so many of you online as well. Hope you're having a good weekend, and we will get through this together. I will see you Tuesday, Wednesday, and then I will see you face to face on Wednesday, the 2nd of December. I'm sure about that as well. Do take care, and look forward to seeing you soon. Bye-bye.